feel when fans recognize that on the Jumbotron?
I'm grateful we could celebrate that moment. We've been grinding it out all season, trying to figure out, how we could get the best out of each other and just continue to support each other. And I felt that not only from my teammates, but my coaches and the fans. So I'm grateful. I don't take, that reward or that accomplishment for granted. This is a best league in the world. So when you're top 24, top 25, and in this case, it feels good.
When Gaffer goes down like that, Kyrie, what does that do to the team overall from a mental standpoint?
In the moment it's deflating just because we've had just so many injuries this year, unfortunately. And, when we see one of our teammates going down and he's staying down a little bit longer than usual, it's a little bit more serious. So just praying for him, man, just like I've been praying for all my guys. So emotionally, again, I've gone on record just saying we're just human, so when we see one of our brothers go down, we're definitely gonna feel it. But that next man up mentality comes into play, and it's not something we want to relate to each other, but it's just a reality. So, we just gotta accept it and move forward. And when he's healthy enough to be out there and play, just like other guys that are on the IR, right now, just we'll welcome him back with open arms. But we just gotta be ready to play small ball, sort of say, and be feisty down there and consistently hold each other accountable. We're going to need that even more so in a lot of communication too.
How difficult it is to just keep saying next man up when you lose PJ and AD the last game, and then you lose?
See how difficult it is?
Yeah.
It's fairly difficult, but at the same time, this is what we signed up for when we were kids. So I don't have time to complain if you're not.
A couple days ago now, but what did you think of AD as his Mavs debut, and then just kind of the disappointment of seeing how dominant he can be, but then knowing that he can't be out there for whatever it's going to be now?
Yeah, I think if we could take a positive from it, seeing other teams adjust and try the same thing against us is pretty cool. It's crazy to be on the other side of it. When they played Valanciunas. The example I'm making is they played Valanciunas to bonus tonight, and then Houston the other night. We're trying to mirror us in a certain type of way to match our physicality and defensive prowess down there. But it felt good, man. AD played so well. He had a supreme debut. Really proud of him. He, really stepped into that role with no fear. And he knew what type of emotional environment it was going to be. I was still unsure of how the reception was going to be. I knew that our fans were going to welcome him, but just, you just never know. But to come out on the first play of the game and we throw a lob to Gaff, I think that was the glimpse that we needed to see and the fans needed to see, just for some peace of mind that, when we do get healthy, when we're out there and able to play consecutive games together consistently, then, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with, but we just got to get whole. And I think a lot of teams are saying the same thing around the league. Just if we get whole, then we feel like we got a great chance. But right now, we just got to put our maturity hats on and be ready to play as hard as we can.
You mentioned not being sure about the fan feedback. I know you're out there on the floor. I don't know. Do you see fans getting ejected today?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't see that.
Okay.
What they were?
What
was going on?
Stuff like holding up Fire Nico signs. And
Oh, okay.
we haven't got the official reasoning yet, but that sort of a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about the reaction from fans and kind of the vibe at the arena since the trade went down.
Yeah, I think it's graduated from just hate to anger to it's the cycle of emotions. Just the hate, the anger, the grieving, and then the passion. You gotta give credit to Dallas fans. They've really cheered not only for Luka but for the Mavericks for 40 some odd years, and this is their community team. So it's just like I felt the way when the New Jersey Nets moved to Brooklyn, and I don't know, I'm not comparing it, but it's just I felt a way when I was a kid. Even when J. Kidd was on the Nets and he got traded, I was mad at J. Kidd for a while as a young fan. You know what I mean? It's just part of human nature in this journey in the NBA business and the NBA lifestyle, and also just the connectivity and engagement we have with the fans. They're young fans, they're older fans who've been cheering for everybody. So you just got to give everybody grace, and to see the emotions come out like that over basketball, it just shows you that basketball is not just a game to certain people. It's a spiritual experience. It's connector piece, you know, and they watch their favorite players and they want to see them forever. So I err on the side of just understanding where people are coming from, and I didn't see everybody get ejected or certain fans getting ejected, but I think it's just part of the process, man, of what we're all dealing with as not only players but fans in Dallas, man. But we got to move forward and put our best foot forward.
Kyrie, going off that, it's been a season full of injuries, adversity. Just as a leader, I just would love to get your take. What's been your message to the team throughout all this whole season?
I mean, for me, I've just erred on the side of letting guys know that this is, not unusual for teams in our league, and we have such a pressure on us right now to win now, and I think that's settling in as well. And when we started off the season, we're all preaching championship. It's still the same echo, but when you have a big change, it's going to take adjustment period, and with all the injuries, that's an adjustment period. And you just gotta take it one day at a time, man. It's the toughest thing to do, but mentally, this is what separates the good from the great. And you just gotta be able to deal with it in stride, man. Have fun at the same time, because basketball can consume you. It is a very obsessive-like sport for us as players. If you're not obsessing over your craft and what you love to do for a living, I really don't know how to connect all that way. You know what I mean? I'm so passionate about it, and I know my teammates feel the same way, and my coaching staff. So we just got to stay together, man, and enjoy this ride, no matter what happens.
Kyrie, with the trade going down with Luka, I just wanted to see in general if you've had a chance to talk to him since it went down, and if you have, how do you feel like his mindset is adjusting to life in LA now?
Yeah, we've texted back and forth. I've let him know that, regardless of how this NBA business shakes out, this is always bigger than that. And just, we're loyal to each other's families now, man. We had a lot of sacred conversations that went beyond the court and just helping each other as men. And, I set my mission I set my mission early on when I got traded here of just what I wanted to accomplish with him. And I felt like we got that going. And, unfortunately it was cut short, but, we'll see each other pretty soon. Hopefully I can catch up with him during All-Star break.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kyrie.